And smack on the approach, and toe meets leather, and this new season is underway, and Trey Smack will send this out of the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 Sharks at the 25-yard line. And in the pistol, Greenwood takes the snap and offers and hands it off to Ingram, who bounces out to his left, goes north and south, and actually gets a shade over 5 yards on the carry before being tackled by Sharif Denson.
Just the inside zone play, good patience by their tailback. Kind of bounced through there, found an opening, and dove forward for a 5-yard gain.
Ingram, a transfer from UCF, spent the last 2 seasons there. He's bounced around a little bit. Bethune-Cookman was his first stop of his college career. Second, and we'll call it 4, just shy of the 31-yard line. Couple of receivers left, single right. Out of the pistol, another handoff fake. Option play right side, pitch to Nichols coming to the near sideline. He's shouldered out of bounds, and he may have the first down. D.D. Johnson, starting at cornerback, delivers the hit, but in 2 plays, the Sharks have a first down out at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, LIU lined up in a 12 personnel, kind of an interesting zone option play to our sideline. First down, Sharks.
Jamari Lyons starting at 1 defensive tackle, Makai Barreau at the other. Tyreek Sapp and George Gums on the edge. Out of a loaded backfield. Option play. Fake the hand off the up back. Ball's out. Quarterback fumbled it. Picked up at the 35-yard line. Look out. Thornton's going to the house. Touchdown. Gators. Rocco Underwood to serve as the snapper. The hold is down. The extra point is good. And I still can't quite pinpoint. I'm looking at the replay now, Shane, as to who kind of punched that ball out. I think it's Jaden Robinson.
I think you're exactly right. From Lake City, Florida, Columbia Tiger poked that ball out. And Bryce Thornton scoring the first touchdown of the year on their bingo card.
How about that? Nobody? That's a takeaway now in 11 straight games for the Gators defense. So we'll go back to the 35-yard line on our right, and Trey Smack will tee it up again. Trey Smack into it with the right foot, just like his first kickoff. This is through the back of the end zone. Matt Greenwood in the pistol here, left hash at his own 25-yard line. They'll shift 1 receiver back to join him in the backfield with Nichols behind, or beg your pardon, Ingram behind him. On the keep, darting right on the option. Greenwood keeps trying to turn it up. He gets 4 yards to the 29 before being brought down by Miles Graham, the sophomore, and of course the legacy player on this roster for Florida.
Yeah, just another option play. Quarterback faked the pitch and tucked it up in there and dove for another 5 yards. They're giving us some problems with this option game early in the ball game.
And Shane, at times we're going to run 2 quarterbacks on the field at the same time. Lucas Stanzani is the other quarterback, and he will come wide right. And Greenwood will work in the shotgun here as the quarterback. 2nd down and 6. Stanzani fake the jet sweep to him, going to his left, rolling right. Greenwood to throw, fires over the top of Nichols on the near sideline and broke it up at the 45-yard line. Jordan Castell in on the defense along with Graham. And that will bring up 3rd down for LIU, down 7-0.
Yeah, LIU faked the jet sweep and rolled the quarterback to our sideline, trying to hit a crossing pattern. And as you mentioned, Graham and Castell, excellent coverage on that play.
Sapp will line up in the B gap. And in is Bet at the other defensive tackle. Running back on each side. Fake the handoff. Keep running to the right. Trying to work through traffic. Greenwood may have gotten the first down. The spot not good for the Sharks. Appears to be just shy of the 35-yard line, which will bring up 4th down, and they're a yard short. Boy, that's a rough spot.
They may go for this. Greenwood's a shifty little quarterback. You know, he's only like 5'11", 185 pounds, but he's got good, quick feet.
Well, he rushed last year for over 900 yards and passed for over 900 yards. He accounted for 13 of their 35 team touchdowns, and the punt team is out now for LIU, and Will Lynch, who's preseason All-NEC conference, will do the kicking here. And freshman Vernell Brown III is out there as the punt return man for the Gators. Toes on his own 25. As the ball gets snapped back to the punter, a flag comes in. Likely delay of game here.
Delay of game. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remain 4th down.
So that'll put the ball at the 29-yard line. It remains 4th down here for LIU. Vernell Brown III, likely to start at wide receiver tonight, will be just the 3rd true freshman wide receiver to start in the season opener in Gators football history, joining Percy Harvin and Antonio Callaway. And he has won the job as the punt return man after training camp. So now 4th down from the 29. And Lynch's punt is low and short and wobbling toward the Gators' 34-yard line. Not a returnable ball for Vernell Brown III. And a 37-yard punt will take us to a timeout. So Lagway goes to the towel. Now he's ready to go. In the shotgun with ball on his left hip. From the right hash, Wilson in motion to the near slot. Fake the handoff. Lagway to throw on 1st down. Shuffling to his left. Avoids one tackler. Sheds him. Tucks it. Spins. Got hit once. Picked up and driven back here to the 29-yard line by Elijah Casey, the linebacker for LIU. And that's not the kind of start the Gators offense wanted here on their opening play from scrimmage.
Just don't take those hits. They're unnecessary. Just throw the ball out of bounds if it plays not what we want.
The Gators offensive line allowed just 20 sacks last season. This is a loss on the play of 5. Wilson motions left to right out of the pistol. Lagway turns, hands it off to Baugh. Good hold. Here he goes. 40. Cuts back inside to the right to the Gators logo and then hemmed in. It's a gain of about 16 yards to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Florida, brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage. They move the chains. Of course, they're your superhero movers.
Yeah, brought Trey Wilson in motion from left to right. Out of the pistol, ran the split zone to the left, and Sean, you and I could have run through that hole.
Nicely done by that group up front. That offensive line has combined 88 starts coming into tonight. 1st and 10, Florida up 7-0 at their own 45. Single right, tight end right, 2 receivers to the left. Wilson now motions left to right. Fake the jet to him. Handed off the ball. Bounces out to his left. Stiff armed a man in midfield to the near sideline into LIU territory. And then finally bumped out of bounds. Flag late comes in at the end of the play. Ball will be spotted at the LIU 38-yard line after Chase Davis made contact with Jadan Baugh. Second penalty of the night. There's going to be a personal foul against LIU.
Yeah, we sealed the edge really well to the left side, ran outside zone to the left, and Jadan Baugh had a lot of room to run, stiff-armed a couple people. They're going to have trouble tackling 13 tonight.
Personal foul on Trey Watkins. Tony Livingston will come in at tight end, and the Gators here after that clunky first play from scrimmage, rolling now, 1st and 10. And now after the penalty, the LIU 23-yard line, up 7-0. Still quite early. 10-14 and counting left here in the first quarter. Lagway in the shotgun. Motions Livingston out to the left. Ball's going to stay in and block momentarily. Lagway to throw. Left side, got Livingston at the 11. Near sideline, scampers toward the 10. And he's knocked out of bounds by a pair of LIU Sharks just shy of the 10-yard line. Elijah Casey, the linebacker, primarily in on Livingston, who has the first catch of the season.
Yeah, good play design. We motion Tony from the tight end position out wide, trying to hit Vernell Brown down the seam. Soft coverage, good choice by DJ.
1st and 10 at the 11 for the Gators. Moving right to left. Sticky handoff, got it to Ball. Wiggles through the line, drags the tackler across the 5, and brought down at the 4-yard line by Jermaine McGurn. Jadan Baugh had 5.1 yards per carry last year. He's on pace for that again. 2nd down. The line of game is the 1 from the 4. Handed off to Baugh. Runs right. Breaks through traffic and steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
We ran zone to the right. We didn't block anybody there, though. That just, him being stronger, the strongest man on the football team, pound for pound, just ran right through the defensive line of LIU.
7 rushing touchdowns last year for Baugh. He's got his first this season. And the Gators lead it 13-0 with 9:29 to go in the first quarter. And Trey Smack is stepping back and now to his left for the extra point attempt. 4-yard touchdown run for Jadan Baugh. Tommy Doman to hold. Underwood sends it back. Good snap, good hold, and the extra point is good. Smack is 2 for 2. Inverted bone here with him. 2 receivers right. Option play, fakes the handoff to the left, to the up back, and Greenwood will keep, and now this time stuffed after a gain of 2, trying to go right at the middle. Sharif Denson, who plays that star position, Shane, in there to stuff the play.
Yeah, just that. It was like an inverted wishbone, as you mentioned. They ran with the quarterback a power play where he kind of shuffles and reads the defensive end, and he pulled it. He probably should have given it. They had blockers out front, but good stop. Only 2-yard gain for the Sharks.
LIU 4-8 a year ago. Jaden Woods on the field for the first time now. Came in to start the series. 2nd and 8 at the 27. Offset pistol snap to Greenwood. Hands it off to Ingram, who bounces to his left. And he's wrapped up and he's thrown back at the end of the play by Mekhi Barrow. Gators are more gap sound now than they were earlier in the quarter. And the clock rolling toward 8:29.
That was a wrestling move by Barrow.
Came on the scene last year. 6'4", 349 pounds. Sophomore from Atlanta. You know, we talked about Cam Ingram, their running back, Shane. His dad was the coach at UCF on that old staff there that's been replaced by Frost. His dad played at Florida State. Flag flies as the snap goes back on 3rd down.
I think LIU moved.
False start, offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, remain 3rd down.
Early season, first game, miscues. We saw it across college football today. The Gators are going to try and avoid that. Try and play clean today. LIU's stumbled on a couple of occasions thus far. And with the penalty, it's now 3rd and 9 at their own 26-yard line. 2 right, single left. 2 back set, including a tight end. Fake the pass, handoff. Little draw here to the running back, and he's going to lose a yard. Wow, a lot of blue jerseys in there to meet up with O'Shawn Ross Jr. Jaden Robinson leading the Gators into the backfield and forcing LIU to punt for the 2nd time.
Good job by the defensive front, standing up the offensive line of LIU. I haven't seen a draw play run in quite some time in college football.
No doubt.
I love the play. Didn't work, but I love the play call.
Vernell Brown III deep to receive here for the Gators. Just shy of his own 34-yard line. This will come off the left hash and go left to right below us. 4th and 10. Snap back to Will Lynch. Trying to kick to his right, end over end. Brown will field it at the 35. Makes a man miss. Cuts left. 45 midfield. Into LIU territory. And out of bounds into the Gators bench. Inside the 45-yard line. 40-yard punt. Big return for Vernell Brown III, who did not get a chance to return that first offering earlier in the quarter.
Well, you can see the difference in the type of athlete with the acceleration by Vernell Brown III.
Jacoby Jackson now in at running back. Livingston motions left or right to left. Send a swing pass out to Sturdivant. Makes the catch at the 45. Made one man miss and advances it just shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of close to 4 yards. Brown on the tackle for LIU. First catch for J. Michael Sturdivant.
Just threw it. Well, I call it a now route. If he's open, just throw it right now. That's what he did. He threw it out to Sturdivant. We had a run play to the left, so somewhat of an RPO.
2nd and a long 6. Just shy of the 40-yard line. Big shift and a heavy package here. Double tight end for the Gators. Handed off Jackson. Almost got hit in the backfield. Danced around him and scoots through for a first down out to the 32-yard line. The second burst there by Jackson, very impressive. Somebody got in there and almost made it a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, they slanted. We were running outside zone out of the pistol, and Bryce Lovett's defender just shot right across. Had to make Jacoby Jackson put his foot in the ground, go back the other way, but good run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Brown motions left to right. Tight end right. Lagway throws left side and well short and wide of J. Michael Sturdivant at the 26-yard line. Quick release, but Deuce Cooper was there defending. No matter the throw was not catchable for Sturdivant.
Yeah, they just ran a hitch to Sturdivant towards our sideline, and a guy kind of buzzed in the flat underneath that throw. It was probably a good thing DJ kind of threw it wide. Could have been picked.
14-0 Gators, 5:40 to go in the first, 2nd and 10. Livingston motions left to right, pair of receivers to the left. Swinging out, wide receiver screen to Brown, off the block, scoots inside. Cuts through 2 defenders at the 20 and tackled down at the 18-yard line. Slick catch and run by Vernell Brown III. Tackle made by Washington, the cornerback.
Yeah, very slippery little wide receiver screen from a tight formation, which means it gets to the receiver's hands much quicker, Sean. And then you can see how slippery number 8 is. Vernell Brown III, man, he can make people miss.
Gators move the chains, brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. 1st and 10 of the 18-yard line. The Sturdivant motions left to right. Lagway in the pistol with Jackson behind him. Takes the snap, turns, hands off. Right side, Jackson. Wrapped around the waist. Ball came out, jumped on, it looks like by Damian George for Florida, who keep possession of the football at the 21-yard line. Boy, Kenzie Brown in there, I think, to punch it out. And that'll bring Jackson off the field and Jadan Baugh back in.
Yeah, I think they brought a corner blitz to the short field, and he was unblocked, and that's the guy that caused the fumble by Jacoby Jackson. Good job by Damian George getting on that ball.
Going the wrong way here. 2nd and 13 now, up 14-0. Shotgun snap back to Lagway, fakes the handoff, pitches left side. The throw to Brown, he makes the Wilson makes the catch, and then wrestled down. Basically no gain at the 21-yard line. Well defended.
Yeah, that was kind of the same play we just ran with Vernell. Fake the run real quick, throw the wide receiver screen, but we were farther out, so it takes longer to develop. But the Sharks played it very well.
Underneath 4 minutes left of the first quarter now. And it is 3rd and 13 at the 21. Wilson motions left to right. Trips to the right now to the field side. Off the left hash, Lagway takes the shotgun snap. Looking down the middle, climbs the pocket, stumbles, and he tripped and comes down for a loss of a yard at the 22-yard line. So the drive will stall out, and Trey Smack will come on for a field goal attempt of about 40 yards off the left hash into the north end zone.
Yeah, we had a little tight bunch formation to the wide field, running seams to try to take a shot. DJ felt some pressure, tried to step up, and lost his footing.
Doman to hold, Underwood to snap. It's on 4th down and 14. Good hold here. The kick's away, and it is no good. He ripped it left. So a 40-yard attempt missed by Trey Smack, who only missed 3 times all of last year. And with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first, it remains 14-0 Florida. And not much good to talk about that possession that started at the 43-yard line for of LIU.
Yeah, after the great punt return by Vernell, we kind of just shot ourselves in the foot. Not good execution at all that series.
Lucas Stanzani is in at quarterback now for LIU. Well, motion the other quarterback, Greenwood, on a jet sweep. Fake the handoff to him, and then stepping forward right into the arms of a would-be tackler by the name of James. Stanzani goes down, and it'd be no gain on the play.
Yeah, they faked the jet sweep, and they were running the quarterback counter to the right, but, man, there was just too much penetration by the boys in blue.
Devin Moore got that first hit in there, helped by Cameron James. Gators have depth. We're going to get a lot of names in defensively for Florida this evening. Woods at one edge, James at the other. Trips in a triangle to the left. Out of the pistol, fake the handoff. Greenwood cuts back in on the keep, and he's brought down by Jaden Woods at the 20-yard line. They may give him forward progress to the 21, but it's going to set up 3rd down and 11. And Woods, who's just a freak athletically, in space makes a great play.
Yeah, I've been anxious to watch him play, but he did a good job there, taking away the pitch guy but being able to fold back inside and get the quarterback who kept the football.
Jaden Woods squatted 530 pounds and clean 365 this summer. He's a true freshman.
That hurts my body thinking about it.
1:40 to go in the quarter. 3rd and about 11 here from the 21. Quarterback draw, and down in the backfield goes Greenwood. Swarmed and sacked on the play. Tyreek Sapp, Woods, James, all in there to meet up with Greenwood.
Yeah, the LIU offensive line is just overwhelmed right now by the size and athleticism of the Gator defensive front.
So it's a loss of 3 on the play. 1:05 to go, and the clock is running as Will Lynch comes on to punt yet again for LIU. The line of scrimmage is the 17. Vernell Brown III deep to receive. Punt hung up here between the hashes. Fair catch called for and fielded at the 47 by Vernell Brown. Flag comes in at the end of the play.
Kick catch interference, number 16 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the catch, 1st and 10.
The first score of the game was for the defense. The fumble recovery for a touchdown. It was the first time the Gators have done that since 2020. Motion back to the formation. Jet sweep for Wilson, coming right to left, and he is wrapped up and brought down. It'll be a loss on the play of 4. Fasolino, the linebacker, makes the tackle on Trey Wilson, who's back after that long injury absence.
Yeah, they ran that little jet sweep where we pitch it to get passing yards. It looked like Hayden Hansen let the guy beat him outside. He couldn't get his head and reaching. Good play by the Shark defender.
2nd and 14. Wilson now motioning to the right. Pair of receivers to the right. Hand off to Baugh running left. Breaks through 2. Somehow stayed on his feet and spins for another yard. We'll see what the spot is here. He must have put a knee down, Shane, because they pulled the ball back 2 more yards to the 38. Tavion Wheeler out of St. Petersburg, Florida, makes the stop, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter.
But we held them last time to a punt. Big down right here, 3rd and 10. See if we can hold them to a field goal again.
That's a block. Thank you so much, Coach.
Well, Coach said it, 3rd and 10. Lagway had Vernell Brown III wide open and missed him. But Florida 0 for 2 on 3rd down.
And this is why DJ Lagway needs to be out here, needs to play. Missed a ton of reps all the spring, a lot of fall camp here, and again, it's just little things that come by repetition. Got a wide open Vernon Brown streaking on that crossing route, throws high.
So after Trey Smack missed from 40 on the previous possession, going to let this one go from 56. Smack. He's got the leg. And he drilled it. So atones for the 40-yard miss by drilling a 56-yarder. And Florida goes up 17-0. Good response from Smack.
That's it. It's a way to put that last miss out of your head and then just crush.
Wow, score on the board here after an incomplete pass from Lagway looking for Vernell Brown. A 56-yard field goal unofficially kicked by Trey Smack here early in the 2nd quarter to make it 17-0. He says he thinks he can hit from 65.
Yeah, but you only can do that if it's the last play of a half in case he misses, right?
Right. And a touchback on the ensuing kickoff. Greenwood at quarterback out of the shotgun. Will hand it off, and Ross, trying to get to his right, is brought down the backfield by Miles Graham, the sophomore out of Buchholz High School.
Yeah, we brought a little run blitz there with Miles. He shot the gap. Nobody touched him. Good tackle for loss.
A loss of 3. Make it 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line. Out of the pistol, Greenwood sends a single to each side. Double tight right, both will ship now to the left side of the offensive line. Off the right hash. Handoff up the middle, stuffed. Right up the gut was Brendan Bett, and he drops him in the backfield for another loss on the play.
Yeah, just the size of our D-line is just taking its toll on those poor offensive lineman from LIU.
Brendan Bett, transfer from Baylor, strangely enough, made his collegiate debut against Long Island University in 2023. He's the only Gator that's ever played against the Sharks. And with that, it is 3rd and 14 at the 21. Two to the right, single left. Shotgun snap to Greenwood. Throws right side, and a catch made on the right sideline by Nichols. Corey Nichols then spins out of bounds. Sharif Denson was there to keep it from anything more.
It's actually pretty good timing on that out route. Sharif Denson did a good job keeping the guy in front of him. You know, good completion, but they're short. They have to punt.
Gain of 10. That'll make it 4th and 3. And yes, they will punt from their own 32-yard line. Will Lynch, who hit a 32-yard punt his last attempt. And the other end of it is Vernell Brown III at about his own 27-yard line between the hashes. Lynch all day to kick here. Sends a low one. Sending Brown to his left toward the far sideline. Fields it, splits two, sheds a tackle at the 30, up the left sideline, and across the 40. Another very good return for Vernell Brown III out to the Gators' 42-yard line. Well, motion Abrams out to the right. Fake a handoff to Jackson. Lagway scrambled to his left, turns it upfield at the numbers, far side, took a couple of hits, and tumbles for a gain of 9. Across the midfield marker to the 49 of LIU before being stopped.
Yeah, we tried those deep posts with a deep crosser, trying to take a shot there. DJ didn't see it very well, so he scrambled to the left. I'd still either get down or get out of bounds. No reason to cut that back inside and take those hits.
Brown back in a receiver, single right, pair to the left, including Trey Wilson and J. Michael Sturdivant. 2nd and 1. Motion Wilson across the formation to the field side toward the Gator sideline. Fake the handoff. Lagway on the shotgun, climbs the pocket, lobs it up over the top left side, caught at the 30-yard line, and then pursued out of bounds. Vernell Brown III catching a first down for the Gators. Tackle made by Chase Davis.
Yeah, that's the opening against one high cover 3 zone. DJ had to step up, got a little outside pressure, stepped up, threw a nice catchable ball to Vernell Brown III.
7 of 9 now is Lagway. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2 receivers right, and now Jackson motions back to the left hip of Lagway. Off his right is Wilson. Jackson now motions on the backfield to the right. Swing it out to Wilson right side. Made the catch, and a great open field tackle will bring him down to the 29-yard line. With all kinds of space around, Fasolino, the linebacker, brings down Trey Wilson.
Yeah, I like the design of that play, but somehow I was watching the design of the play, didn't watch what happened on the backfield, but as you said, the Shark defender came firing up and made a shoestring tackle in the backfield.
Loss of 5 to make it 2nd and 15. Back it up to the LIU 29-yard line. 10:50 to go in the first half. Lagway in the shotgun will bring Wilson back to his right hip. Same formation as last. Now Wilson motions out to the left. Lagway takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson. Running right side, cuts it up at the numbers, and is brought down as he crosses the 25. They'll spot it at the 24-yard line, bringing up 3rd down on the play. Tavion Wheeler, defensive tackle, brings down Jacoby Jackson. Jackson, one of the captains today. 5 rushing touchdowns last year in conference play. Fumbled earlier in the ballgame. Sturdivant wide left. Off the right hash. Wilson to the near side along with Vernell Brown. Motion the tight end left to right. Lagway throws screen pass right side to the right receiver Wilson. Made one man miss. Scoots around another and then is shoved out of bounds, but shy of the first down marker. It's a modest gain of probably 3 yards. Scoop Gardner Jr. makes the tackle for LIU.
Yeah, that was an interesting call. You know, they press the outside receiver, which makes it a hard, difficult block on those wide receiver screens. I would have liked for us to check out of that or throw it somewhere else. I didn't really have much of a chance.
No, 4th and 8 now, and Smack on for another field goal attempt. Doman to hold on the near hash. This would be a 39-yard attempt. This is a sand wedge here for Trey Smack after hitting the 56-yarder earlier last drive. Snap back, good hold. Kicks away by Trey Smack, and it is no good. Off to the right. He's missed twice in this ball game. We'll take a timeout. After the missed field goal by Smack, 1st and 10 LIU at their own 21. Shotgun snap to Greenwood. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll scramble, run forward to the 25. Get positive here. Ooh, not a good spot. Down to the 23-yard line. Only a gain of 1.
Oh, you're right. I thought he got more yards than that.
Cameron James will get credit with the tackle here. Trey Smack missing the second time tonight. Out of the 3 field goals Smack missed last year, only once did he miss from inside of 45 yards. Twice tonight that has happened. Yet he's also hit a career-long 56-yarder, second longest in Gators history. 2nd and 8 at the 23. Offset pistol in between the hashes. Snap back to Greenwood. Takes the handoff. Option play right side. Late pitch, balls out at the 15, rolling and covered by Thornton and the Gators. Bryce Thornton is a vacuum cleaner tonight. Second fumble recovery for Thornton. James popped it out. And Thornton, who returned a fumble for a touchdown back in the first, has it. And the Gators have the football here at about the 10-yard line.
That was a heck of a play by Cameron James. He forced that bad pitch by the LIU quarterback. And Thornton with his second turnover of the night. We got to punch this in.
Gators will begin in the red zone here. The one blood big red bus red zone. The 1st and goal at the 10. Lagway at the controls. Jackson is behind him in the pistol. Tight end motions right to left. Toss sweep left side. Here's Jackson at the numbers. Hit at the 5. Another hit on him at the 3 to bring him down. Fasolino keeps him out of the end zone. The 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line on the left hash.
Yeah, I'd run the same play. We had that sealed pretty well. Just a toss sweep to the left out of the pistol. Good pickup by the Gators.
2 tight ends left. They'll both shift now to the right. Jackson will step up to the right side of Lagway in the shotgun. Sturdivant, single receiver to the near side. Now motioning is Brown. Handoff, Jackson. A lot of traffic. Tried to go up the middle, and he has stood up and driven back. Loss of a yard to the 4. LIU's defensive front has been hit or miss tonight. Either they are shredded by the Gators offensive line, or they plug it up here and they get linebacker help to make the play.
Yeah, they brought a little run blitz there. We ran zone to the left. We had a lot of smoke and mirrors going on in the backfield there. Took too long to develop.
Jalen Bell will be in there as well for the tackle out of the secondary. Trips left, single right. 3rd and goal now at the 4. Jackson motions out of the backfield. It's empty here for Lagway in the shotgun. 5 wide here for the Gators. Lagway takes the snap. Throws right corner. Great grab by Trey Wilson. Got down. It's a touchdown for the Gators. 23-0.
Gators went empty, motion the tailback out to Trey Wilson's side down here on our sideline, and they ran a smash concept, which had the LIU Sharks were confused. The slot defender had no chance with Trey Wilson on the corner route.
Now he's made a catch now in every game he's played as a Gator. 15 straight.
That was a heck of a catch, too.
Smack on for the extra point. 7:04 to go in the first half. Dolman with the hold. Smack's extra point is good. Extra point brought to you by Allstate. It will contribute to the Gators Athletic Scholarship Funds for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. We'll take a break. And Trey Wilson's touchdown and the extra point have the Gators on top. 24-0 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. In games that DJ Lagway has started, the Gators are averaging 32.6 points per ball game on their way to that again tonight. Trey Smack's kickoff will sail over Nichols' head into the end zone for a touchback. In a quarterback now, Lucas Stanzani. They'll look for Greenwood. They like to have both quarterbacks on the field at the same time. 2 left, single right, flag down. Gators indicating that LIU moved early.
False start, offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
That's so difficult on offensive linemen there, Sean. We shifted like our 2 defensive tackles real quick, and that's hard on the O-line.
Penalty on Jacoby Krill, the right tackle for LIU. Back it up to the 20. First and 15 now. Stanzani remains in a quarterback. 2 to each side. Throwing Stanzani down the left side and threw it well behind the intended receiver. Dion Richardson down the near sideline. Teddy Foster is in a quarterback, and he was defending on the play.
They just try to throw a little go route against man-to-man coverage on the outside. Not a very good throw. Good coverage by Foster, though.
Greenwood in the huddle. We'll see if he comes out as a quarterback or as a wide receiver again. He will be one of 2 wide receivers to the right. He's in the slot to the right of Stanzani, who remains a quarterback in the shotgun. 2nd and 15 from the LIU 20. Motion, Greenwood comes on the jet sweep to the near side, and he is decleated at the 22-yard line. Teddy Foster, a little bit shaken up after the hit, but he delivered a blow there to bring down Greenwood.
Yeah, Teddy, my goodness, did he come up from his defensive back position on that jet sweep. That's how they teach it right there. I don't know if that's a shoulder stinger or what, but hopefully he's okay.
He comes off to the near sideline, gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 14 for the Sharks now at their own 21-yard line. Robinson and Graham at the linebackers. Bett has come in at 1 tackle. Up front with Sapp, Gums, and Woods. Timeout.
Long Island University. This is their first timeout of the first half. 30 seconds.
30-second timeout called by LIU with 6:17 to go.
And they hurt us early in the game with some option plays, but as the game has moved on, we've played well against the option.
3rd and 14 out of the LIU timeout. Sharks at their own 21-yard line. Twins to each side. Shotgun snap to Greenwood. Throws to the near side. A little out route. Caught at the 31. It'll be well shy of the marker. Bryce Thornton defending on the play. The catch made by Dion Richardson. And that'll be a gain of about 8. Bring up 4th and 5.
Gators brought a blitz there. And good job by their quarterback kind of retreating and anticipating, throwing that ball towards the sideline. But a good job by our defense realizing the situation. Just keep the ball in front of you.
Will Lynch to punt. I have a feeling Vernell Brown III is going to score a touchdown on a punt return this year, maybe even tonight. He's looked great here in his debut, and the true freshman is at his own 27-yard line. Lynch will kick a low line drive. It's a ground ball to Brown, and he's going to get away from it. It's going to take an LIU bounce and end up inside the 15 and down about the 12. That's a 58-yard punt that won't be hung in the Louvre anytime soon. And Lagway in the pistol here with a receiver to each side, tight end to each side. Brown motions back to the formation. Turn, hand off the ball. Right up the gut. Made 3 miss. 30, 35, and dragged down after a huge gain out to the 38. Flags come in late. Probably a face mask here against LIU and Deuce Cooper. An attack on 15 more likely after a chunk play by Jadan Baugh.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 15 yards from the end of the line, automatic first down.
Yeah, just inside zone play, but what we did was we faked the reverse, which they call like ghost motion, to Vernell Brown to hold the backside linebackers. But good job by the big guys up front opening it up, and Jadan Baugh broke a bunch of tackles as well.
26 yards on the carry, 15 more on the penalty. 1st and 10 Florida at the LIU 47. Gators move the chains. Brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. Sean, Shane, and Tate here in the second quarter. Fake a hand off the ball. Lagway hit as he throws. Throws a wobbler down the left side. And he was going for Vernell Brown left side numbers. But boy, he had Luis Tunjaro, the freshman wide receiver, wide open to his right.
I mean, they busted the coverage, and I was going to let you pronounce his name, but the freshman number 14 at wide receiver was wide open.
He has flashed in camp.
He's a
big
joker.
Yeah, 6'3", 208 pounds. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Ball motions out of the backfield, 1 of 2 down to the left. Trips right from the left hash. 2nd and 10 at the 47 of LIU. Lagway drops back, climbs the pocket, throws a dart over the middle, caught by Hansen at the 35. Gets 5 more after the catch. They'll spot him officially at the 31-yard line. Took 2 Sharks to bring him down. The linebackers McGurn and Casey, as Hayden Hansen, in his 22nd career start, has his first catch.
Gators went empty there, had a little bit of pressure. DJ did a good job maneuvering in the pocket and gave a nice catchable ball to Hayden Hansen.
On first down, handoff to Baugh, started right, nothing there. Tried to come back left and is brought down for a loss of 2. No blockers to his left. Kenzie Brown eluded the Gators offensive line to make the tackle. A loss of 2 yards to make it 2nd and 12 at the LIU 33. Trey Wilson comes back in to line up with Vernell Brown to the left. Sturdivant wide right. Lagway in the pistol with ball. Wilson motions to the right side. Turn handoff, running left side. Jadan Baugh slips through 2, cuts back inside 20. 15 between the hashes. Knocked off his feet at the 6. Or beg your pardon, at the 11 and down at the 9-yard line. Jadan Baugh, again, explosive through the gap. Tackled by Deuce Cooper, otherwise it's 6 more. How good is Jadan Baugh? Whew.
Yeah, he made a lot of guys miss and ran right through some arm tackles. Bryce Lovett was banged up on that play.
Flag down.
Illegal low block on the defense, number 30.
Yeah.
Half the distance to the goal. First and goal.
Trey Watkins, the free safety with that penalty?
Yeah, Bryce Lovett was out in front, pushing guys down the field, and then the defender came up and just chop blocked him almost.
Bryce Lovett, the new starting right tackle for the Gators. He appeared at all 13 games last year. Actually had 3 starts at guard.
Actually, I just saw the replay. That's kind of a bad call. The safety dove to try to tackle Jadan Baugh.
Oh, and ran into?
And kind of took his legs out. So we got a break there.
1st and goal at the 5 after the penalty. Brown motions right to left. Lagway out of the pistol. Offers to Baugh, pulls it back, rolls right, throws a dart to the right side of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Gators. Hayden Hansen with his 2nd reception of the drive. This one's good for 6. Trey Smack on for the extra point. Tommy Doman to hold. Snap back, clean hold, and the kick is through. Extra point brought to you by Allstate, who will contribute to the Gators Athletic Scholarship Funds for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. 3:26 to go in the first half. The Gators now lead it 31-0. Florida scoring drive, 6 plays, goes for 88 yards. Only took a minute 15, and Florida now has 188 total yards offense here in the first half. Lagway, 11 of 14, 70 yards, pair of touchdowns. Jadan Baugh now is closing in on 100 yards rushing, 8 carries, 96 yards. Trey Smack on the approach. Kicks it left to right. Fair catch called for by Nichols at the 5. Jamari Lyons, who started the night, back on the field here for Florida. It was the gruesome leg injury last year during training camp. Sideline Lyons for the entire season. 1st and 10 at the 25. Greenwood will hand it off. Running to his right is Ross. And he's hemmed in and did get one little last burst on the right sideline to keep it from being a busted play, basically. Miles Graham and Devin Moore finally bring him down. That second effort got him 4 yards.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Gator defense, but he put his foot in the ground right by the sideline and cut it back to get about 4 yards.
Sean Ross Jr. out of Cocoa, Florida. 5'10", redshirt junior. There are a few Florida guys here. Cam Ingram, we mentioned him. Stanzani, their number 2 quarterback's a Clearwater guy. Played 5 years of varsity football at Clearwater Academy International. Greenwood on the keep, running to his right. And he'll get just shy of the line to gain, about a yard short, out of bounds on the right sideline at the 34.
Yeah, that was a good run by Greenwood. As I said earlier in the game, he's got great feet. He's a shifty guy at the quarterback position. As you mentioned, he transferred from the Citadel, and I believe they were more like an option wishbone type team back in the day.
Yeah, for the last year for LIU, he rushed for 913 yards, 5 touchdowns. 3rd and 1 at the 34. Gators leading 31-0. Trips left, putting it tight end, rolling left. Greenwood squares his shoulders, lobs it down the near sideline, and he overshot his intended receiver. It is incomplete. Looking for Evan Brooks on the play, defended by Denson and Gates.
Timeout.
That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Lynch hit a 58-yard punt on the last drive. It was a low-line drive. Kicked this one a little bit higher. Brown calls for a fair catch and fields it cleanly near the 25-yard line. 41-yard punt by Lynch. Now let's see what Billy Napier does here, Shane Matthews. And yes, pulling his helmet on is DJ Lagway. And they'll run the 2-minute offense here to end the half.
Yeah, you got all 3 timeouts. This is good practice right here because we're going to need some 2-minute drives at some point during a game this year, maybe every game.
All right, so Lagway and company with all 3 of their timeouts. Send Jackson on the backfield. They go 5 wide here, basically, with a tight end and Hansen to the right. Shotgun snap back to Lagway. Darts one over the middle. Cut by Hansen to the 30 and brought down to the 32-yard line. 3rd reception now for the tight end Hansen. Tackle made by Elijah Casey, and the Gators right back to the line, facing 2nd and 3 after a gain of 7.
Yeah, good job by DJ. When you have a 2-minute drive, throw a completion on the first play.
Trips right, 2 left. Shotgun snap back to Lagway. 4 on the rush. Throw down the middle. Sturdivant interfered with. And still, there it is. A very late flag comes flying in.
I think he dropped it initially and had to pick it up to throw it.
The flag.
I'm talking about the ref.
Yeah. As the ball went flying by Sturdivant, who was basically being wrestled by Jalen Bell out of Kissimmee.
What was it? Pass interference. Defense. Number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Well, I'm glad that you saw that he dropped the flag because that was the latest flag I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw. We tried to run a seam to Sturdivant, and obviously interference, but the back judge, when he took the flag out, he dropped it. It took him a couple seconds to pick it up.
1:28 on the clock. 1st and 10 after the penalty. At the 47. Movement on both sides. Love it. The right tackle was one of the moving players, but he's saying that he was induced by the defensive end. Trennis Livingston, our referee.
Delay game. Defense. Number 5. Causing the offense to react.
All right, so
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. It remains first down.
that is a new point of emphasis this year in college football. A defender, clapping or doing something as such, which is probably the case here.
Yeah,
so
for a minute,
5 more yards.
For a minute, I thought we were going on like a hard count, and I was like, we don't need to do that in a 2-minute situation.
Certainly not. 1st and 5 at the 48 of LIU. Gator head logo underneath the feet of DJ Lagway, who's making a change in the line of scrimmage. Twins to each side, including a tight end left and Hansen. He'll block. Now release. Lagway in trouble. Scrambles. Safety valve on a pitch out to the right side. Jackson on the catch. Makes the catch on the near side backfield and comes up the right sideline for a couple after Fasolino ushers him out of bounds. This may be no gain, and that's exactly what it's going to be. The line of scrimmage remains the 40. Loss of a yard to the 49.
Sharks are just playing a soft cover 3. It means one safety in the middle of the field, and the corners are real soft. You could throw underneath, but we whiffed up front on that protection, and DJ had to just get rid of it.
Loss of a yard makes it 2nd and 6 with 1:20 to go on the clock. Hansen motions out. He's wide right. 2 to each side. Shotgun snap back to Lagway. Good pocket. Now shuffles to his right. Winds, fires down the right side. Backpedaling. One-hand catch. Made falling backwards by Vernell Brown III at the 7. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, DJ just didn't read this correctly, because if he takes his steps and lets it go, this is an easy touchdown to Vernell Brown III. What a catch.
What a debut. His grandpa had his first start as a true freshman back in 1982. Lagway hands it off, straight up the gut here from the 7. Jackson gets it down to the 4. Multi-car pileup. Jalen Bell will get the credit for the tackle.
Yeah, that catch was incredible.
One hand to bring it back to the other hand while falling down and crashing on his back. Timeout, Florida.
Florida. This is their first timeout of the first half. 30 seconds.
Out of the timeout. Amir Jackson now and is one of 3 tight ends on the field. He'll motion to the left. Handoff. Jackson met in the backfield and spun down for a loss to the 7. Rafael Fasolino.
We got no movement on that, Sean. They brought guys off the edge and tremendous penetration in the middle of the Gator offensive line. That play had no chance.
Slaughter at center, Harris and Carney at the guards.
Timeout. Florida. This is their second timeout of the first half. 30 seconds.
So now it'll be 3rd and goal at the 7-yard line. The Gators face 3rd and 8 officially here at the 8-yard line. Jackson motions on the backfield. 5 wide here for Lagway, just inside the right hash. Working toward the south end zone. Lagway takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws right side, back shoulder, catch, hang on, got it. Touchdown, Gators. J. Michael Sturdivant in his 41st career game has his first touchdown as a Florida Gator. 37-0 Gators. Lagway's got 3 touchdown passes in the first half. And with 10 seconds remaining, the Gators operate the 2-minute drill and come up with points.
Yeah, same play we ran earlier, ran a corner route. That was a heck of a catch, too. Not one of DJ's better throws, but he threw it right to the back of the defender, and J. Michael was falling backwards and made a catch on another corner route. But a good drive. Like I said, Sean, that was a 2-minute drive that we needed work on going into the rest of the season.
Trey Smack on for the All-State extra point. And he knocks it through. Thank you again to All-State. So 10 seconds remaining in the half. 38-0 now in favor of the Gators. Shane Matthews, that 2-minute drill took 6 plays, 75 yards, 1 minute 40 seconds. They did use 2 timeouts along the way. And J. Michael Sturdivant, who had his best college work at Cal, then went to UCLA. And now a Gator. Trey Smack's kickoff is well through the end zone.
It's a little bit of a light rain, still got a little breeze, same temperature, nothing crazy, but it's definitely starting to come down.
All right, back to you in just a moment. We'll await the thoughts of Billy Napier here at the end of the first half.
Coach, 3 back-to-back touchdowns from your quarterback, DJ Lagway, shaking the dust off of that injury. How does it feel seeing him out there like that?
Yeah, no doubt he's a little rusty, you can see. But, look, we got to play better around him. We got to keep him clean, and then he's got to make good decisions in terms of distributing the ball. Defense is playing outstanding, and we've capitalized. We got to clean up the missed field goals. But in general, there's a lot to fix here at halftime.
That's right, more confidence in your defense. You've been talking about wanting a championship defense. How does this set the tone?
No, it's good. I mean, this is the way it should be. I mean, look, we got to control what we can control. Like, we missed a couple kicks. We've had a few mistakes up front, and we got to play with more precision on offense. But in general, it's what you would hope would be the score at halftime.
And a phenomenal one-hand catch from your true freshman as well. Best of luck in the second half,
what
Coach.
A play, man. BB3. He's going to make a lot more in the future.
That's right. Thank you so much, Coach.
All right, you got it.
Halftime fireworks show brought to you by Be Real in combination with the Sunshine Band. Very good halftime show here in week 1. And a sidewinding kick will be fielded by Brown, 3 yards deep, and he'll bring it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, and tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line. So the Gators will take over offensively. Officially at their own 23, we think there is a flag down all the way back at the 42 of LIU, or by the 38 of LIU.
Offsides, number 42 of the kicking team. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run.
Are we sure?
He wasn't sure about that, was he?
Didn't think about it.
Well, we're going to make him kick it again for some reason.
Indeed we are. The penalty is enforced on the kick, not the return, so the tee and ball inside the near hash at the 30-yard line. This could be interesting. Will they kick it to Vernell Brown III? Line drive right at him, fielded at the 7. Near hash, 20, 25. and couldn't quite slip through. Started going down to the 30 and lunges forward. We'll see where they spot this. Looks to be about the 33-yard line. Tramell Jones Jr. on the field as the Gators quarterback. His dad's a UF graduate. He missed his senior year of high school due to injury. Enrolled early still. Hurt. Didn't really get going until this summer. And maybe has one QB2. Brown in motion right to left from the 33. Jones and a sticky handoff here to Jadan Baugh. Broke a tackle at the 36. He was coming to the near side numbers and stayed on his feet for a couple more. Brought down by Rafael Fasolino.
I was getting ready to say, can we get Baugh out and put my man K.D. Daniels in? And 22-21 enters the ball game.
Sure enough, and Daniels, good to see him on the field. He's battled some offseason injury as well. He's on the left hip of Jones. Two receivers to each side, including tight end left and Hansen. Tank Hawkins in motion right to left. Shotgun snap, back to Jones, fakes the handoff. Now rolls to his right, tucks it. Here he goes with his feet. Cross the 45 to the near sideline and out of bounds at the Florida 48-yard line. That's where he is awfully dangerous. Throws a pretty ball as well. But Jones is pretty quick, 6 foot, 203 pounds.
Boy, the skill guys right now, we have 2 redshirt freshmen and 2 true freshmen. Actually, 3 true freshmen counting the quarterback in the ballgame right now.
Tramell is the new center for Florida, relieving Jake Slaughter, the All-American. Shotgun snap to Jones. Handoff Daniels. Got a good hole at first. It closed up. But after that movement of the chains, you're on first down. Gain of 4 to the 48 of LIU. Fasolino on the tackle again for the Sharks. 38-0 early third, opening drive of the second half. TJ Abrams, wide receiver right. Tunkara, wide left. Hawkins motions right to left. Shotgun snap. Jones, good pocket. Fires right side. Caught at the 34 by Abrams. Turns and burns to the near sideline, where he's escorted out of bounds at the LIU 27-yard line by Chase Davis.
Well, a curl flat combination on both sides with the tight end hooking over the ball. This was a staple in the Steve Spurrier offense back in the day. I wonder if Bubba Spurrier had any input of putting this ball play in.
Trips right, probably so. 2 to the left. First down brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. Shotgun snap. Jones throws left side low, but down to catch it. Tunkara makes the catch for a gain of about 4 yards. He went down to get it, so down with the catch at the 23-yard line. Marshall Washington Jr. makes the stop for LIU.
Yeah, he just threw a hitch from the right hash all the way to the wide field. Totally different in high school. You know, the hash marks are a little bit, well, they're about the same in high school, but good location on that hitch.
Tramell reaches over the football, will snap to his shotgun quarterback, the freshman Jones. Abrams motions to the right, trips right, pump fake. Little screen pass out to Daniels on the right side. Makes the catch and gets to the 20-yard line. Just inside of that, brought down by Elijah Casey. Jones moving the team down the field here with ease.
Yeah, that was a good job by Tramell there. They tried to do a little pump fake, try to hit a wheel route, faking the wide receiver screen. It wasn't there, so he checked it down to K.D. Daniels.
3rd and 3, the line to gain is the 17. Jones hands it off, and a sticky handoff results in a drop in the backfield. Daniels got the handoff and was brought down immediately by Scoop Gardner Jr. That's 2 handoffs here that have stuck too long with the freshman quarterback.
Well, we whiffed up front. Our left guard and center just let a guy split him. Katie had no chance.
Backup center in there in Tramell, Najee Harris a guard. And so on 4th down, the drive kind of slows here. 4th and 7 after the loss. And so Trey Smack on for a 41-yard field goal attempt between the hashes toward the south end zone to our right. Tommy Doman to hold. Snap back, ball's down, and the kick away by Trey Smack is right down the pipe. Trey Smack missed twice earlier, but he connects here from 41, and the Gators lead by 41. 10:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. 41-0. 15th ranked Florida leads Long Island. Triathlon stud Steve Egan, opening his 30th season this year with us. Trey Smack's kickoff is through the back of the end zone. Touchback. LIU begins the drive at the 25-yard line at the end to our right, moving right to left. Ethan Greenwood with the inverted bone out of that. Will keep after a fake handoff, running off left tackle. Was brought down after a gain of 2 to the 27-yard line. See a lot of new names coming in. At the moment, a good bit of the starters defensively are still in for the Gators. Gain of 2. Tyreek Sapp still on the field. Same with George Gumbs, Miles Graham. Aaron Childs now at linebacker. Castell and Thornton at the safeties. Denson at the star position. Tavares Brown is the new nose tackle. 2nd down and 8. Gators leading 41-0. Shotgun snap to Greenwood. Looks left, throws left. Catch made, but immediately brought down by Devin Moore. Jadan Dozier, tight end on the catch, a redshirt senior for LIU, who's 0-8 all time against FBS competition.
It'll be interesting to see if this is the last series for the starting defensive guys and start putting some other guys in. You know, next week's going to be totally different offense with that fast pace that the Bulls like to play with.
Yeah, they do play with tempo. 3rd and 7 at the 28. Take a handoff, busted play. Greenwood wrapped up, dropped in the backfield. Torn down basically by George Gumbs Jr., a captain tonight. A little celebratory dance by George Gumbs.
Yeah, we need to be careful of that dance later on in the year, right? They still call penalties for those, don't they?
They do. So far, no penalties on the Gators tonight. Vernell Brown III, deep back here for the Gators at his own 38-yard line. Will Lynch to punt for LIU. 4th and 10 from the 25. Good snap back. Oh, it's off the end of his foot. It's a ground ball down the near side. It'll tumble in LIU's favor to the 34-yard line.
We're lucky that didn't hit one of our... I'm sorry, Sean. We're lucky that didn't hit one of our guys in the back.
I agree. That left tackle now is Mark Faircloth. Jones the quarterback in the shotgun. Hands it off. And Duke on the carry here. Tears his way through a pile for a gain of 5 yards. Pretty impressive out to the 39-yard line. Elijah Casey on the stop.
Yeah, that was all Duke Clark there. We just ran inside zone to the left, and we didn't really block anybody or get any kind of movement. He just kept driving his legs and somehow got 5 yards.
Roderick Carney in at right guard. Cam Waits, 6'8", 364-pound fifth-year senior at left guard. 2nd down and 5. Jones motions Hawkins across. Takes the shotgun snap. Hit as he throws, dumps it off right side for Clark. The running back makes the catch, goes up the near side numbers, crosses the 40. He's short of the line to gain. It's a gain of only about 3 yards. And an injured Long Island Shark at the end of the play. Official timeout. Might be cramping here on a very humid night. Out of the injury timeout, Jones will hand it off. No, pulled it back, throws a dart. Oh, on a quick slant to Kara. Double coverage. Unable to hang on, they busted it up. And that was on 3rd down and 2 for the Gators, so may see our first punt from Tommy Doman tonight. Welcome back, everybody, inside the swamp. Gators lead at 41-0. It was 7:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Florida now facing 4th and 2 at their own 42-yard line. And here is Tommy Doman, transfer from Michigan. If he gets a hold of one like he has been in practice, this is going to be a bomb. He'll try and stick it deep. Ingram deep to receive for the Sharks at his own 14. Doman off the right foot. Sends a spiraling kick down the right side. It's going to bounce at the 16. Check up and be down by Robinson at the 11. Pretty good debut for Tommy Doman. His first punt as a Gator. More backups in, including Cormani McClain at the near side cornerback for the Gators defensively. Greenwood in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Good hold to run forward through. Be a gain of about 5 here for the Sharks. The first carry of this drive. Cam Ingram out of Orlando. It's interesting, he calls Orlando home now. He previously called his hometown Memphis, Tennessee. Kind of like a military son. He's a coach's son, so he's bounced around a little bit. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line. Castell remains in at safety. Javari Flowers in at corner for the first time tonight, true freshman out of Miami. Stanzani now a quarterback, takes the snap. Quarterback draw, dropped in the backfield. Aaron Gates in there, helping Cameron James. Kofi Asar has also had a good camp out of Worcester. In on the stop, and it's 3rd and 6 and a loss of a yard.
Sharks don't want to throw the football today.
No, they do not.
I think they're trying to run the clock out.
6 attempts in all. Miles Johnson is making his Gators debut at linebacker. Out of Bruton, Alabama. I've never been there. Laganza Hayward also in, true freshman out of Lyons, Georgia. Empty the backfield. Greenwood under duress, scrambles, runs forward, slides, and gives himself up. There was contact with the quarterback. No flags on the play. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Down between the hashes, yep, at the 19-yard line. And it's 3 and out for LIU's offense. And they will punt from their own 19-yard line. Tell you what, Ethan Greenwood's going to be probably happy to get out of here because he is a marked man right now. Vernell Brown III is deep to receive for the Gators, and not very deep. He's going to climb up here to almost midfield. They're still trying to gauge where Lynch is going to punt the ball. And a high school kicks one down the near side hash. Fielded on a hop by Brown, coming to the near side. Broke a tackle at the 35, and now they catch up and grab him. Bring him down at the 36-yard line. That's a dangerous retrieval there by Brown Jr.
It's time for a shot right here.
Take a shot, says Shane Mackers. Tramell Jones Jr. in a quarterback. Trips left, single right. You may get your wish here, partner. Katie Daniels is the running back on the right hip. Off the right hash, he'll empty out. Snap back to Jones. Steps up, fires down the middle, caught at the 41-yard line. That's TJ Abrams, who tumbles forward for more. That's a strike thrown by Tramell Jones Jr. Big chunk play takes it to the LIU 32.
That's a good job by Tramell, working the pocket with his head position. Came back and threw the dig route right over the middle of the field. Good, accurate throw.
Empty backfield again. Trips right, 2 left. Zanamella snaps it back. Jones looks left, now over the middle, dumps it underneath. That's caught by Hawkins, broke a tackle, and now swarmed down at the 20. Gain of about 13 yards. Daquan Johnson tracked him down, the defensive tackle coming from behind the play.
Yeah, they ran a twist up front. Tramell stepped up, had some pressure in his face, but another little catchable ball and a little check down over the football right there. Good job by 17.
Gators move the change, brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. Single right, Tunkara. And Nashawn Montgomery coming to the right side, grabs a jet sweep, turns upfield. He's knocked off his feet as he crossed the 15-yard line. Just couldn't quite clear the defender on the play. Braylon Vincent.
Yeah, it's a pass play on that jet sweep because we pitched it, tossed it. Another 8-yard completion for Tramell.
Gators have entered the One Blood Big Red Bus red zone. Gator debut for Nashawn Montgomery, who wears number 0. Out of the pistol, Jones here, 2nd and short. Hands it off, Daniels got a big hole up the middle. That's a first down. He's inside the 10, brought down by Johnson. Spotted at the 8-yard line of LIU.
Gators ran the inside zone play again to Katie Daniels out of the pistol. Faked the jet sweep to Nashawn Montgomery, holding the backside backers. Katie's got good vision in between the tackles.
3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Gators lead at 41-0. And we have an injured LIU Shark down. at the 4-yard line.
Timeout. Official.
Official timeout. First and goal at the 8 for the Gators. Daniels deep set back in the pistol here with Jones. To Carr and Montgomery, pair of freshmen to the right. Montgomery now motions left. Hand off to Daniels, right up the gut inside the 5. Wrestled down at about the 3-yard line. Hodgdick on the tackle. Backup linebacker out of Matthews, North Carolina.
Another good run by Katie Daniels. He's got good patience, and then has that quick little burst to get through the line of scrimmage.
Daniels and Duke Clark battling for that third running back position. From the 4, right hash. To left, tight ends right. Shotgun snap back to Jones. Looking to throw, lobs it back of the end zone. Back right corner, caught by Livingston. Touchdown, Gators. Tony Livingston makes it 47-0. Tramell Jones Jr. has his first touchdown pass as a Gator. And it comes with 2:03 to go in the third quarter here in the opener.
Really good drive by Tramell Jones, being a true freshman. That nice catchable high drop shot on the corner route to Tony Livingston there in the end zone. Really impressed with the way that second unit moved the football there.
Yeah. And this is a guy in Tramell Jones Jr. who missed his senior year in high school, came to Florida as an early enrollee, injured, and then kind of burst onto the scene this summer. He's probably your number 2 quarterback. Trey Smack for the extra point. And it is good to make it 48-0. By the way, here are the high school numbers from Tramell Jones Jr. 7,197 yards passing, 75 touchdowns. Didn't play his senior year. That's why he was a 5-star coming out.
Yeah, he's looked really comfortable tonight.
It's Hayden Hansen, Tony Livingston, Amir Jackson. That's going to be something new maybe, or a new part of the Billy Napier offense this season.
I think he's definitely got a lot of trust in that tight end room. Like, you see Hayden Hansen's come on as a good blocker.
They will play 5 of their first 6 on the road. Greenwood to throw right side on first down. Dropped. Had a man open at the 42 on the right sideline. It was intended for Evan Brooks.
Yeah, that was a good throw by Greenwood. Would have been their biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
Just flat out dropped it.
It's the 8th pass attempt of the night for LIU. Let's get you some of the new players in for the Gators defensively. Includes Braden Slade in at safety now. Ty Jackson, true freshman, in at linebacker, alongside Aaron Childs. Out of the pistol, snap back to Greenwood. Hands it off. Ross tried to go right, cuts back in and gets a couple of yards. Gain of 2 to the 27. Clock running, 1:42 remaining. So far on third down tonight, the Gators have held the Sharks 0 for 8. Jeremiah McLeod has checked in at one of the defensive ends for Florida. Freshman out of Sylvester, Georgia. 6'3", 294 pounds. Flowers at one corner, McLean at the other. Greenwood in the shotgun, trips right, a motion out of that. Bring it tight into the near side. And a whistle and a flag down. The far sideline was trying to get a timeout called, but it'll be delay of game here against LIU.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains third down.
So that'll back it up to the 22-yard line. We're on the air at 1 o'clock next Saturday. Pre-game coverage for many of you across the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. Kick at 4:15 against South Florida. Trips right, single left, and it's 3rd and 13 from the 22. Greenwood will hand it off, and pretty much nothing there on the run up the middle. And the punt team on after the carry by O'Shawn Ross Jr. Cameron James makes the tackle for Florida. And Vernell Brown III will come back out as the punt return man for the Gators. To me, this has been the biggest mystery of the game, Shane Matthews. What will come off the right foot?
He's got all kinds of, I was going to say all kinds of pitches with his foot.
Well, he looks like my short game in golf. Your guess is as good as mine. Snap with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Australian rules type kick. End over end, takes an LIU bounce at the 45, fielded at the 40.
Oh, the Dazzlers just about got clobbered.
The Dazzlers came halfway on the field before the ball was down.
Wouldn't that have been something?
Tramell Jones Jr. remains in at quarterback. Taylor Spirito, one of the new receivers. Low shotgun snap to Jones, pocket holding, dumps it off. A little check down underneath, in and out of the hands of Duke Clark. Running back coming over the middle underneath. Could not hang on. May have been poked loose. Hard to see in real time, but incomplete.
Still, that's a good play by Tramell Jones. He had pressure, went to his check down. He knew where to go with the football.
Amir Jackson into tight end. He's lined up in the slot to the right. 2-by-2 set here. Jackson will motion to the near side. Now trips left for Jones in the shotgun. Movement up front. Snap back to Jones. Everybody froze. Flag down. Hawkins going to let that ball sail over his right shoulder pad and out of bounds. Be offsides here against LIU. That's the kind of play where somebody can get hurt.
Offsides, defense, number 40. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remain second down.
And I say that, Shane, because you got guys that are frozen and you got guys that are on the move, and that usually isn't good. So by penalty now, 2nd and 5 at the Florida 46-yard line. Jones in the pistol. Clark the running back. Tank Hawkins motions to the right. Turn and a handoff. Running left side. Room to go here for Clark. Breaks one tackle at midfield and then runs out of real estate. Near sideline. Kind of twisted out of bounds at the 50. They're going to spot this on. Yeah. I always find it interesting. And this is just a quirk for me. How often do you see the ball spotted on the 50-yard line? It seems like hardly ever.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I never even thought of it.
On the near hash, right at the bottom side of the Gator head logo. 3rd and about a yard. Hand off to Clark. Off right tackle. First down. And a yard on top of that. So a gain of 2 to the LIU 48-yard line. Duke Clark out of Plant High School, Tampa, Florida. Put a few Gators out of Plant. Jeff jumped into my ear immediately. Baseball-wise, yeah, I'd say. 1st and 10 on the Good Greek moving and storage. First down. Take the hand off to Clark. Jones steps up, tucks it, and goes. Near sideline, 40. Led with his head and went down at the 38-yard line. Ooh, boy. Awfully close to being a problem there. He was hit as he was outside the numbers.
Yeah, we tried to take a shot there. Tramell stepped up in the pocket, saw some green grass, scrambled towards our sideline. It was kind of an awkward dive, like head first, and he took a shot in the shoulder.
Mario Lewis on the hit. Bring up 2nd and 1 at the 39. Montgomery motions left to right. Shotgun snap, fumbled, gathered by Jones. Here comes pressure. He'll shuffle to his left. He'll tuck it and tightrope the sideline to get the first down, I believe. All depends on the spot here. It's going to be a little short. Less than a yard away from the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Yeah, that play was all screwed up. I don't know if it was a bad snap or Tramell just bobbled the snap, but it threw the timing off.
Jones has looked pretty smooth here in his collegiate debut, other than a play here and there like that one. 3rd and less than a yard. Off the near hash. Shotgun snap, hand off Clark. And between the hashes, he gets the first down on a gain of 2.5 yards at the 36 of LIU. Livingston will check in at tight end, replacing Taylor Spirito. So 2 tight ends set here for Florida, and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 on the LIU 36. And the sold-out crowd is starting to make their way into the Gainesville night. This home schedule is going to be something else. South Florida next week, then on the road for 2, and then October the 4th, Texas will be here. Empty, and Jones will take the shotgun snap, fires down the middle, and just past the fingertips of Tony Livingston, the tight end, along the far hash. Incomplete at the 10.
Yeah, we went 4 verticals. I think this ball should have been caught. I thought it was a really good throw. It kind of sunk on him, but he's got to just fall down and catch it, right? Don't try to just keep running.
Livingston's got a touchdown tonight. He would have had another there if he would have had another couple inches at the end of his arms. 2nd and 10 at the 36. Montgomery will motion left to right. Fake the handoff, and Jones stumbled down. It looked like a little quarterback follow here. Did he lose his footing, Shane?
I think we had a little mix-up in the backfield. Okay. We faked the jet sweep, and then I don't know if Duke didn't take the handoff or Tramell went the wrong way, but you can see them talking right now. Yeah. That's 2 true freshmen. They were playing on Friday nights last year.
Think about that for a second.
That's the world we're in now, right? You know, back when I played, you pretty much guaranteed you were going to redshirt. Now, guys are getting paid a lot of money and they want to play.
3rd and 13 at the 39 of LIU. If Jones is the true number 2 quarterback, as he takes the shotgun snap, swings it out right side, and Clark, the freshman, drops the ball. Rule incomplete. You'll have a sophomore as your starting quarterback and a true freshman as your backup quarterback.
Yeah, and I'm curious, you know, Tramell's looked really solid tonight and very composed. Do they feel okay with some of the older guys and they just wanted to get him some experience, or vice versa? You know, it could be both.
Yeah. All right, well, here comes Trey Smack, who back in the first half hit the 2nd longest field goal in Gators history. This would be a 57-yard attempt. He had a 56-yarder earlier. This is from the near hash. And we had a late man on, and the Gators have to burn a timeout, otherwise it becomes maybe probably.
That's one of those big guys.
In the second half, 30 seconds.
Those big guys not paying attention because the game's 48-0.
This would be the 2nd longest field goal in Gators history. The record is 60. Tommy Doman to hold. Good snap. Good hold. Kicks away by Smack, and it is off the upright.
I mean, it was way up the upright.
Yeah. Head down, Trey Smack has missed 3 field goals tonight. That one, though, from 57. He had a 56-yarder earlier, missed twice earlier from inside 45. And it hit the left upright. 48-0 is still the score. Excusable miss. Jet sweep on 1st down for LIU. And the handoff there, or pass attempt. Correct me, Shane, because it does help the numbers.
I think
Richardson.
I think he handed that one off.
Yeah. Did more of a handoff?
If I was their quarterback, I would be saying, Coach, when we run the jet sweep, can we pitch it?
Every play?
Every play.
Yeah.
That way you get the – it's safer, too, because sometimes receivers don't take handoffs very well, you know, Sean, and a lot of fumbles happen. If you toss it, it's automatic. If he drops it, it's an incomplete pass.
Very true. Now in a quarterback, Lucas Stanzani out of Clearwater, Florida. Gain of 2 on that last play. 2nd and 8, 10:08 to go. Out of that inverted bone, he'll hand it off. And a carry off left tackle here will get a yard. The stop made by Jeremiah McLeod out of Sylvester, Georgia. Highly recruited freshman wearing number 91. Tysell Spencer, the running back now for LIU, the redshirt freshman. He is off the left hip of Stanzani. 2-by-2 set here on 3rd down and 7. They've yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. Shotgun snap. Here comes Heat. Climbs the pocket. Fires down the left side. Leaping catch. Is he in bounds? Yes. First 3rd down converted tonight for LIU. All the way down the left sideline to the Gators' 30-yard line. Deion Richardson with the big catch.
Yeah, that was a good job by the LIU quarterback. He stepped up in the pocket, threw a laser down the sideline, dropped it. I think that was right over Teddy Foster's head.
Eventually popped out of bounds by Bryce Thornton. It's the biggest play of the game for LIU. They are 1 of 11 on third down and playing against the third and fourth guys on the Gators defense now. 1st and 10, Sharks at the 30. Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff. Stanzani running to his right, and his eyeballs got really big as he came toward the near side number of 30. Brought down after a gain of a yard. Quite a few guys in there, including Laganza Hayward, has turned some heads here in camp. True freshman playing the star position.
Yeah, it looked like he had a lot of room to run, but Laganza closed it down with his speed.
Yeah. That star position is really, can we call it the strong safety, Shane?
Yeah, I've never got into the star and the jack. It's Sam, Mike, and Will and the strong safety to me.
Okay. Fake the handoff. Stanzani looks right, nothing there. Tucks it, runs, slides as he goes up the middle, across the 25. That's where he gave himself up. 5 yards short of the line to gain. Bring up 3rd down and 5 at the Florida 25-yard line with the Gators leading 48-0. 7:50 to go. We'll get Tate Casey into this conversation here. We're going to talk about this Gators schedule this season. If you clear the opener here, this is the first time in 4 years that the Gators have not faced a ranked opponent in the opener. First of all, Shane, did you see South Florida play the other night?
I did.
Okay.
I did. You know, their tempo, I thought even before watching that game, could cause some problems. Byron Brown, their quarterback, you know, he was injured early in the year last year.
University. This is the first time out in the second half. 30 seconds.
Very athletic guy.
Sharks moving left to right. All along the backfield. Stanzani takes a shotgun snap, rolls left, fakes a pass, tucks it, runs right into 1, 2, 3 Florida Gator defenders. Miles Johnson, the initial hit for Florida. All right, Shane and Taylor, let's talk more about this schedule. We talked about South Florida next week. And then it really gets underway. At LSU, at Miami, bye week, Texas. We'll start with that chunk right there. By many, this is the hardest schedule in college football that the Gators will face here in 2025. 4th and 1 for the Sharks. They're going to go for it at the Gator 22-yard line. Tate, I'll let you get the next thought in after this play. And it's lucky this crowd is coming to life. Play clock at 0. Play is off, rolling right. Stanzani throws, but it's incomplete. It's broken up at the 11-yard line. It'll be a turnover on downs by the Sharks. Pass intended for Deion Richardson, but broken up by Javari Flowers. Nice job. And Tate Casey will have to wait a little bit longer.
Timeout.
We have a media timeout. Tramell Jones Jr. at quarterback. Gators will begin the drive here. 1st and 10 of their own 22-yard line. Tonight's attendance, 89,451. Gators lead at 48-0. 6:31 to go. Turning a handoff, and Clark finds some running room between the tackles and advances to the 27-yard line. 63 total Gators have played so far tonight. 12 true freshmen. Tate Casey, after I've tried to bring you in for half an hour. Tate, you looked at the schedule yourself. This is going to be fun for football fans and gauntlet for the Gators.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we talked a lot about this last year, too, because you're mocking last year's schedule. But the one thing that stands out to me is DJ Lagway's already had that kind of pressure against him. He's played in those games. And, you know, you like seeing the development we've had on the defensive side of the football. I think that's going to be key going into the stretch.
Tramell Jones Jr. scrambling here, gives himself up sliding. He's down at the 28, set up 3rd and 4. So, Shane, you're ranked for the first time preseason since 2021 at number 15. So at least you've started in the group. And one would think, what about what you'll need to be a playoff contender?
Well, you got a lot of opportunities. You know, everybody talks about it. Do we have the hardest schedule? Does Oklahoma have the hardest schedule? Look, if you play in the SEC, you're going to be playing hard teams week in and week out. Like I said last year, let's embrace the schedule, enjoy it, and go compete. And that's kind of like Billy's mantra this year: spot the ball, right? Yep. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We're going to put our helmets on and go run out of the tunnel and try to win a football game. So the opportunity is there for us with the people on our schedule that if we play the way we're capable of playing, you know, late October, early October, you're in the talk to maybe possibly make the playoffs.
Tramell Jones Jr. complete over the middle to Tank Hawkins. Good enough for a first down. Brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. New set of downs here for the Gators at their own 42-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play. Jones will hand it off this time. Anthony Rubio's first carry. He is ahead to the 48-yard line. His father, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is here tonight at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. Gain of 6.
It was great watching his touchdown he had last year in the Gasparilla Bowl against Tulane.
Kind of the capper on that night, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Walk-on running back remains in. Tramell Jones Jr. to the towel. And now evens his feet, ready for the shotgun snap. Montgomery in motion to the near side. Jones quickly throws out to the right side. That's caught by Wade. And Wade has a reception and a first down. That's good to the LIU 42-yard line.
Very decisive decision there. Good feet by Tramell. Threw a good, accurate throw on the hitch route.
Jackson Wade now goes to the left side of the field. Solo left here. First and 10 for the Gators at the 42, leading 48-0. 3:21 to go. Motioning out toward the right sideline, Jackson. Jones to throw out of the shotgun. Bomb down the left side. Looking for Wade at the 2. It's through his arms. Broken up just shy of the goal line. Ruled incomplete. Braylon Vincent was on the coverage. Pretty good ball thrown by Jones.
The ball, he dropped it right in there. I don't know if the Shark defender got a hand on it last second. I think, well, he was grabbing Wade's right arm, so he had to attempt to try to catch it with his left. Good throw, should have been pass interference.
Should have been pass interference. And if it was a one-handed touchdown catch, it would have been up there with Vernell Brown catch in the first half. Hand off to Rubio. Scoots ahead for a yard to the 41. It's going to bring up third down for the Gators. Taylor Spirito will check in. So will Nashawn Montgomery. They'll take Hawkins and the tight end Livingston off the field. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 41 of LIU. Pistol formation. They'll motion Rubio out. He'll be a receiver to the right. 2-by-2 set. Tight end left is Amir Jackson. From between the hashes.
Over to the tight end.
Jones fires over the middle, and Jackson, the tight end, has the catch. Went down to get it. It's good for a first down. It's a gain of 10 to the 31-yard line. And the Gators will move the chains again.
Yeah, good choice by Tramell. You could see it right here. We motioned to empty. Ran a curl flat combination where the tight end hooks right over the football. Just a vacated area that the Sharks are leaving wide open.
That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Tramell Jones Jr. in his Gators debut is 12 of 17 for 130 yards and a touchdown. Jeff Cardozo and Tate Casey will be interviewing the coach and select players. Handoff, Rubio. Initial haul and then closed up on him. We'll get a yard to the 30-yard line. Brought down there, the clock will run. Gator Talk is yours on Thursday night at Miller's Ale House at Celebration Point. Billy Napier will join us at 7 o'clock. We'll also have a player guest. We had Jake Slaughter this past Thursday night. The All-American was awesome. Hayden Clem now snapping the football. Back to Jones Jr. Fires right side. The throw bobbled and probably incomplete. Yep. Tunkara, the true freshman, could not grab a hold of it before going out of bounds on the right sideline.
Man, that was a good throw. Just the timing, anticipation. He took his steps, knew where he was going with it. The ball should have been caught.
He spins it pretty good, doesn't
he? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's got a good feel, though, Sean, of like, he's been very decisive and known exactly where to go with the football.
It's Tramell Jones Jr. We've seen 2 quarterbacks tonight for the Gators. Trips right, single left. Hand off Rubio. Got a hole. Made a man miss at the 25. Still on his feet. First down, Gators. Rubio finally brought down to the 18-yard line, his best carry of the game.
Yeah, good feet, good job by Rubio making people miss between the tackles. That was a heck of a run.
Redshirt sophomore stays in, chains being set. Jones wants the snap. 1:02 and counting on the game clock. 2 left, single right. Out of the pistol, handoff Rubio. Started left, cuts back in up the middle, and works his way. Lost the football, and it is recovered by the Gators and Rubio on his own fumble at the 11-yard line.
I think they're trying to get Anthony a touchdown. I almost called him Marco.
Timeout. Official.
Injured Shark down at the 10.
Probably got 1 play left.
45 seconds left. They have not turned the ball over.
There was an injury under 2 minutes by the defense. Florida has elected to take the 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 35 seconds.
All right, well explained there by our referee, Trennis Livingston. 0 penalties as well for the Gators tonight. 0 sacks allowed, 0 turnovers, 0 penalty. Not 1. Off the play action, throwing a dart, Jones into the end zone, touchdown Gators. Taylor Spirito has got a touchdown, 54-0.
Well, I didn't expect that. That was a little RPO action. Stuck it in the belly of Rubio, pulled it out, and fired a strike. Extremely accurate, good pace on the football. I like Billy letting the boys play.
I do too. Taylor Spirito from Tramell Jones Jr., 54-0.
Is that Spirito's first touchdown of his career?
I have to look it up.
Because, you know, it's going to be one of those in 20 years from now. It's going to be a 45-yard touchdown that I caught against the Sharks.
Smack's extra point is good. It is 55-0. And Trey Smack will set the leg into this one more time. And another touchback for Trey Smack. They'll run a play, and Greenwood will throw down the left side, and he overshoots an intended receiver out near the 45-yard line.
Number 13, Chris Howell, in quarterback for LIU.
Chris Howell's the new quarterback, beg your pardon.
This must be their thrower.
Well, he's 2 for 3 last year. A redshirt sophomore out of Queens. Tramell Jones Jr., by the way, 12 of 18, 2 touchdown passes, 131 yards. Both quarterbacks attempted 18 passes tonight, Lagway and Jones. So Howell in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 with 20 seconds remaining. He'll throw again. Left side, tipped away. Woo. Should have been intercepted by Michael Caraway Jr., redshirt senior, transfer into the program. From Southern Miss, Pearl River guy originally, Shane Matthews.
Mississippi guy.
Yep. On the Pearl, as they say. Southern Miss was hanging in there with Mississippi State for a long time today at the Rock.
Yeah, they haven't played that game in quite some time.
No, they haven't.
Nothing good can come out of that game for Mississippi State.
No.
They won it, but...
Handoff and a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Pretty much blown up immediately. And that'll do it. The clock's hit 0. Chop this one up for the Gators. 55-0. 15th ranked Florida's 1-0. And next week they'll look to go 2-0 for the first time under head coach Billy Napier when they take on the Bulls of South Florida.
The running back duo between Jadan and Jacoby, you guys have the time of your life playing together. There's you two deciding how you guys go out there. How does it go down at practice? How do you guys determine who's getting out there?
So, we come around, like we most time be getting the guys riled up and we be having fun, but then we'll come up when coach calls us up, we're just like, hey, Cole, come on. And we'll just film rock, paper, shoes.
Whoever win, I usually win with the scissors. Here go paper. So afterwards, oh yeah, he did some, yeah. But afterwards, that's what it is. We go out there and we try to execute the play every time. So yeah.
and 16 carries between the two of you. You guys have talked a lot about this ground game, the confidence you have in your offensive line, the experience they have, and now 2 quarterbacks that are extremely promising. What can you make of your true freshman, Tramell Jones Jr.?
I think Tramell did a great job today stepping up. You know, like I said earlier when we had an interview, yeah, he throw darts, he throw dots. So, like, that's what I love about him. He's stepping up in the pocket, doing his thing. That's what I say.
And what do you see of DJ dusting the rust off and then throwing all those touchdowns, really bringing in the momentum for you guys?
Well, with me, like I said, DJ is always cool under pressure. And for him to come in today and, you know, just shake off, you know, the rust, like you said, it was, like, amazing because, you know, it takes, like, a lot of character and it takes, like, it's kind of hard. So for him to come out there and do that today, that's, you know, great for the team.
The future of this program looks incredibly bright. True freshman Vernell Brown III, one-handed touchdown, and it looked difficult. That is something you can't quite coach. That's talent. It was a great reception there. But what can you make? What do you guys see in practice every single week?
I mean, yeah, those are the type of plays he make. He's very explosive. He's a freshman, but, like, he don't play like a freshman. He came in, like, acting like a vet, acting like he was already a pro. So I would just say, yeah, he's just able to show it now on the Saturdays. So.
And starting the season in a shutout, you guys love to see getting out of the gate early. What do you see in this defense?
Oh, they played great today. You know, it's a shutout we worked for all week, but now we're on to the next challenge, and that's going to be USF. So.
Looking at the road ahead, you guys have a difficult schedule. I know it's just spot the ball, spot the ball. How do you stay focused for week 2?
It start Monday. You know, we're gonna get in, watch film tomorrow. Then Monday we're gonna start our game plan for the following week. So it's all about how we start Monday. We try to start fast, everybody execute, do what we need to do, and go from there.
So much fun to watch you guys. Best of luck next week. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.